The third verse of the practice is let even the remedy release naturally. In connection with the previous verses, this one tells us that when we do not actually grab a thought or a phenomena perceived, the state of our mind comes back to its original peaceful nature. When we see a phenomena, if we start to project on it, if we start to grab it, it disturbs the mind. It draws a lot of energy from us. It raises a certain amount of emotions and mental factors, and a whole mechanism is set based on a mistaken understanding that the phenomena we have seized at first could be or would be externally existing. But this verse says, if we do not grasp that thought, that very thought will simply vanish, disappear, and the mind will come back to its original peaceful state. Of course, to reverse this natural or constant tendency that we have to project and seize our own projection, we have to keep in mind our understanding of emptiness. It is by meditating on the nature of the reality, it is by remembering teachings and explanations about emptiness that we can come back quicker to our own inner peace. When a thought arises, or the perception or any other perception comes to our mind, by simply contemplating the meaning of emptiness, we come back to our primary peaceful state of mind. This understanding is extremely precious because we tend, as I often mention it or point it, we tend to complicate everything, including our spiritual practice. We tend to not only intellectualize all what we enter in contact with, all the experience that we have, but throughout this intellectualization, we tend or we try to solidify an experience. This is a mistaken approach. It is an error to try to seize everything, because when we focus and try to grab an experience, we automatically come out of that experience. We are not observer anymore. We are not the experience itself anymore. We have started our intellect mechanism. We could say that the meaning of emptiness is the alakazam of our spiritual practice. Just alakazam. In that, because we have heard teachings about emptiness, we have read about emptiness, we have meditated on how to find and how to touch at least a little bit emptiness. We have therefore a meaning of it. When you enter in contact with a phenomena, whatever it is, mental phenomena, material phenomena, perceived by any of our senses, it's not the moment to meditate on emptiness, right? It's not the moment to recollect intellectually all the various elements which brought you to understand what is emptiness. What has to be brought up at that moment is the meaning of emptiness. Magical formula, alakazam, whatever, abracadabra. Just emptiness. The word, like a magic word, is what can dissolve all the tensions, all the crystallizations, all the projections that we have set outwards toward any phenomena. I can continue like this longer. When facing any type of disturbance and remembering that we have to place what we are experiencing in the framework of emptiness, many people start then to intellectualize this process. And because of it, they have difficulty to experience the result of such process. When you face a situation, don't start to project on it all the teachings even that you have listened and read. It's not the moment. On the spot, in the daily motion, we have simply to observe the phenomena, and while observing it, recollecting simply the meaning of emptiness. If you mix a phenomena, whatever it is, with the meaning of emptiness, your mind is not bothered anymore. You don't start to torture the meaning of this, the meaning of that, and to project in the future, in the recollecting the hard experience of the past and blah blah. A thought, a phenomena, whatever it is, along with the meaning of emptiness, does not disturb anymore our mind. You can simply observe it. It contains its own antidote, which is the meaning of emptiness. And it will disappear on its own, without having to enter into a load of complementary thoughts.